Hello and welcome to a level 105 a Paladin guide. We are going to kind of go over how I play my Paladin today and how that works. So I did level to 105 during a 200% experience bonus. So my gear has not caught up to my level yet. So I am under geared at the moment. Due to the 200% experience bonus, I was able to do the Gribble missions all the way to 105 at, I think 20% per. I literally just leveled right before this. 15% for no experience bonus. It was 30% with my lesson of the day on the first mission. So we currently have 24,000 AAs through the auto grant system, and there's a lot of them, and a lot of them change. So we're going to kind of go over some of these and what we kind of pick up here. But first, let's look at our spells. So our spells are kind of a lot like what we've been using since 85, right? There's a few things I've changed around here and there, but first up is Impose for Honor. And this is just our Challenge of Honor line of spells, which is just a taunt, 5200 hate. And then it adds a recourse to that, plus some other nice little additives in this Impose for Honor. Absorb 10% of the melee damage up to 11,000, so it's pretty nice. You want that on everything. Crush of Povar is the new Crush line of spells here at 105. Holy Power, does 3,800, 4,000, 4,500, depending on the type of creature you're fighting. So you get a little bit more damage against summoned, a lot more against undead, and a normal amount against normal creatures. And that'll crit for, well, we got a 4,000 critical right there against a normal mob in the last fight I just did. Force of the Darkened Sea is just the stun. Goes up to 108. Very nice stun. Lessons of Grief. This is a 102 spell. I have not gotten the upgrade yet. I should get it here at like 107, I think. I don't have the spell list handy, but this stuns and does damage. It's a nice spell. It's part of my spam rotation. Burst a Day Spring, just a self heal for 11,000 or my target, and Sorrow, another self heal. It's a little bit longer recast. This is from level 99. I do plan on replacing this with probably a group heal. I just haven't fully decided what I want to do there. I want another instacast heal is what I'm looking for. I got Splash of Cleansing up now. This is a nice spell. So still the one from when we leveled up. I don't think I got a new one yet. So if I look here, heals. Looks like we did get one at 103. So there we go. Splash of Atonement. Heals for even more and cures more things. It's just a great spell. I like to keep it on the bar now because I am getting dotted a lot more and a lot more just negative effects, and that just kind of purges them off. And Radiant Cure and Perfect Purification we've been using this whole time, just kind of dropping off on like reuse time, right? So Donishment here, 102 is it's another nuke that does different damages to different things, but generates less hate, but I don't even notice. It's just something I have on there for DPS, kind of. Mark of the Commander. Now, this mark line has been something I've been kind of complaining about the whole time, right? So I was looking on Alakazam, and at 115, this becomes, they add a 0. They add a 0 to all these mark spells, so my impression is that they're totally undertuned at this level. I use it for pulling, but it doesn't, like, if you look at my healing rate, I got healed for 44. Like, it's absolutely terrible when it comes to doing anything, right? At this level, You know, I have 128,000 hit points with my gear right now, 145 with staunch. It's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. But I use it for pulling. And the next step is staunch, which adds 16,000 hit points for a temporary buff. And then a blessed aura. It's just an aura we've got since level 70, and I've just kept it up. So those are the spells I use every day. Sometimes I'll swap some things out to try different things. But I've been grinding dribbles since pretty much since 75, honestly. I've been grinding dribbles along with doing other things, but so the what I'm doing is mostly fighting a lot of undead, so I have a lot of spells that kind of do extra damage and stuff like that. So I'm gonna kind of go over my hotbars. I've gone over my hotbars in every video. Just, you know, they're pretty much unchanged since last time. We got my hide corpse one, we got my taunt one, so it's taunt and impose for honor. Repel is the latest timer 15 absorb 2 melee hits spell we got, so it's there. My stuns, I literally just cast 1 through 5, and then I have that 4 button right here, 4 multi-bound with force of disruption, which is a increased hatred. I think it interrupts or spell casting. Disruptive persecution, another one, adds Knight's Yelp, along with does a lot of damage and hate. And then another taunt, and then Adonishment is my other one there. And then Vanquish of the Fallen here. This is an undead spell. Like, it's there, it only activates on undead targets, and it does 91,000 damage. And let me see if I got I don't know, there won't be one, because that was the last thing I fought was a live mop, so there won't be a crit, but I think we got like a 400,000 crit off the previous rank of this, so it's worth putting on the bar and spamming it when you can because of the damage. I have an AoE taunt macro. I don't use this as much, and if the experience wasn't going on, I would have replaced this button with a multicast button or a multi-bind button for what I want the druid and the enchanter to do during burns. So they're doing more actions in burns and less on trash, kind of thing, splitting those up. But I've literally like, I get off work, I go and grind gribble, and then I go and help my wife with dinner or something, watch a show, come back, do another gribble. That's literally what I've been doing, just to try to maximize my my experience gains during this. So it's got all the AoE versions of all the taunts that we have. Not a whole lot, but it's nice. And then I have just a button, so I don't have to click splash over here. It's 6, but doesn't matter. My burns are unchanged. I didn't even add. We got something last time. I don't even remember what it was, like something Karana or something like that. Yeah, Thunder of Karana. I didn't even add it in there. I should have. It'd be helpful for these undead nukes I do, but I didn't get it in there yet. I probably will after the experience bonus when I have more time to consider some of these things. Let's see here. The market commander, and these are just buttons that tell me what these do on my other characters. Like heal me, and this is my heal macro, which is just cast 6, burst of Dayspring, cast 7, sorrow, and then shield flash, because if I need to heal myself, something's probably going wrong. And then these are reminder buttons, so they don't actually do anything on this character. Same with this row, and then divine call is just a pull ability. But the timer hasn't gone down low enough yet for me. 45 seconds. I mean, I might put it in a macro here with impose for honor when I get rid of mark. But at this point in time, 45 seconds is just too long for me to, wait on a pull ability. And the way I play, I don't stop. I don't stop at all. I got some teleport items here. That's my multi-bind bar. Some veteran reward summons, like summon an agent, summon a banker, and summon I think this one summons augment stuff. I can't remember. My Lessons of the Devout. This is, you want to do this every chance you get. It's like a 15-hour retime, I think. I think it's 100% bonus experience for, I think, 30 minutes. So definitely, 30 minutes. Definitely worth using. And then I have whatever experience potions I have right there. 2H, 1H, those are bandolier options, but I've changed all my gear, and I haven't gone from a one-handed shield, so I haven't even reset up the bandolier. But right here we have, these are my defensives right here. These are all the defensive abilities that I have that I try to use more than I need to. I try to make sure that I'm always using something, but it just depends on the situation. Skullbur Mantle. This is our type 5. Lasts for a minute. Does it's got a 15-minute reuse. It absorbs 35% of incoming damage for 1 minute until you get to, what is that, 1,000,000? 1,000,001 damage, and it'll do a little healing to you too. Armor of the Ardency. Here, this is another one. Just 20% of the incoming damage for 2 minutes, and it only does up to 521,000. It looks like it increases some other stats. I don't actually use that one. I'm not going to use it as much as I need to. Like, this is the one I go to most of the time. Holy Guardian. This is our type 17. And I haven't gotten a replacement for this yet since I got it at 97. But it seems to be the best one. Unless there's some kind of hidden value that it has onto it. Like, we look at this one, right? 1,000,000 damage. Holy Guardian doesn't have that. So it's 2 minutes of 36% damage reduction. And it also causes your defensive skills to grant healing. I don't even know what that means, but I think when you like riposte, you get healed. So it sounds pretty insane. So far, it seems to be the best one, and I try to use it as much as I can. Deflection Discipline. This is kind of like an oh crap button, right? You block most attacks for 12 seconds. It's the same as Shield Flash. If we can pull that one up real quick. Let's see here. Shield Flash. Where are you, Shield Flash? So this will, block all incoming attacks for 6 seconds. So deflection's 12 seconds, 40-minute reuse. Shield Flash is 6 seconds, 4-minute reuse. I have it on my heal button. So, and that it saved my life quite a bit having it there, in the way I have it set up. So I like it. And then Sanctification. I still haven't used this. It's for spells. And then at somewhere along the way, we picked up this item. All right, I crashed the desktop, so let's continue where I was. So I was going to show this cookie. So we picked up this at somewhere between 100 and 105. This is the Blood Drinker's Coating. This drops in the Gribbles missions, and it is really nice. It does a live tap, causing 2% of your melee damage to heal you. So it's pretty nice to have. It's a 10-minute reuse for a 10-minute you know, activation time, right? So it's pretty nice for just extra bonus. I mean, it's not gonna change or make, you know, the fight at all, but it will just do something extra for you, right? So that's all the defensive ones. The offensive ones are still the same as they've always been. See, Holy Forge, extra damage to undead. Pure Forge. Where are you, Pure Forge? Am I blind? There it is, Pure Forge. This one just does extra damage to anything for 2 minutes. Righteous. These don't look sorted. There we go. Righteous Umbrage. I feel like this should have been updated. Reflexive Righteousness, maybe? No, they're different. Alright, so this one just makes it so when you attack things, they hate you more. So we haven't gotten an upgrade on that since 98. And then Unflinching Affirmation. We just got an upgrade to this one. And this one causes the creature to attack you and only you for 18 seconds. And then we will receive better heals and hate generation. So very nice on like a named or something, right? But I'll probably forget to use it. Plus, if it takes up a timer, right, I can't use any of the defensive abilities. So, all right. Let's see here. Then Halted Undead. This is just Undead Snare. Shackle. I've started using this so I could chain pull in like a Gribbles mission, because at 104 and 105, like the Gribbles stuff is pretty trivial, and yet I can tank like 4 or 5 of the mobs at a time. So what I do is I pull one and I'll root it, and then I'll go pull another one while the mercenaries are beating it down. It seems pretty effective, but the root doesn't last very long. So, and it gets broken. Projection, I've still never used that. Hallowed Lodestar, Leap, and Beacon. These are just AoEs for taunting purposes. I use these constantly, and I like to just manually click them to ensure activation is correct when I want it, right? Gift of Resurrection. This is just our Res AA. 20-second recast, 96%. Res there, so that's nice. Lay on Hands, Hand of Piety, and Gift of Life. These are the first one's a single target, pretty much complete heal plus a heal over time, right? 150,000 hit points. Hand of Piety is a group heal for 68,000, and Gift of Life is a 57,000 group heal. And it says all allies within 400 feet, so this would be very nice on a raid. Same with this one is group only. So Gift of Life would hit the raid, and Gift of our Hand of Piety would only do the group. But they're like complete heals for the most part. Not really at this level, right? When you have 145,000 hit points, but it's gonna save a life most likely. Balefire, still never used this. This is our evade, escape, invisibility, and yeah, I've never used it. And then breastplate, this one's outdated at this point now. This is from level 95. I can't even remember what this is. I got this from Marks of Valor, but I did not update my armor at 100 because I wanted to focus on the jewelry and stuff like that. And we started picking up this castaway armor from the Darkened Sea. So I kind of was just waiting for a full set of that, since I got 3 pieces off one mob in one of the missions. So I figured I'd get more of that, but we leveled up a lot faster than I was anticipating due to this experience bonus. So it's kind of where we are there. Bold attacks, what? Why is that disabled? That's dumb. Alright, bold attacks re-enabled. Alright. Let's see here. Mars, a salvation. So this is a group buff that lowers everybody's hate generation. Kind of like Shadow Knights get one that increases your hate generation, single target, and we get one that lowers the hate generation. So this is good for putting on like the Enchanter here, who I don't know how, but she's started to pull aggro off me on mobs I'm not targeting, and all her macros are meant to assist me. So I haven't figured it out yet, but she's doing something to generate aggro on random mobs. Blessing of Purification, Radiant Cure, and Purification. These are all heals, or not heals. I always say that. They're cures that get rid of pretty much anything on you that's negative effect, except Charm, Fear, Resurrection, Sickness, and Revival Sickness. Also looks like it protects you for a little bit too, but this is a group version. Does everybody in the group. Radiant Cure does the group, and Purification is self only. Reprieve, this is a stamina regeneration thing. I've never had an opportunity to use it. I think actually, no, it's not. I think Breather. Yeah, it got replaced by Breather. That's how little I use these things. Like, it's only the problem is with the way these work, right? Is it that you don't regenerate stamina unless you're sitting. I don't sit. I don't even mount on my main character because I don't like this effect. Where kind of like he's not doing it right now, but sometimes they like just keep going. Like my boxes do it all the time. I mean, it's just there's some kind of control thing that I'm not doing right, but it doesn't stay where I want it. So I don't use mounts unless I need to med, and the only time I med is when I'm not doing anything. So I just push and push and push. Shield Flash, I talked about this one earlier. This will just block everything for 6 seconds. Very nice spell. Very cheap too. Mars Gift is a instant heal, instant mana, instant endurance, and it's at 30,000 health now, 15,000 mana, and 75 endurance. I click this as soon as it pops up. Because I don't stop. I don't stop to med. I don't stop to do any of that stuff. It's just when I'm playing, I play. Unless I get to like 0 mana and 0 stamina, I don't stop. And I typically never get to that point. I'll ignore whatever my boxes are. They can be completely out of mana. I don't care. As long as I can continue going with my tank, I can continue to play. And maybe it's not the way to play. Maybe it's just, my style. But I don't like to stop. Bestow, Divine Aura. These are invulnerability spells. And this Divine Aura will make me invulnerable. Bestow will make somebody else invulnerable. I've never used it because it's just, if I make myself invulnerable, somebody else is going to get hit. If I make somebody invulnerable, I probably could have healed them or something else or taunted off them, and I just never think that to even hit the button. And then I have an AOC button for the Agents of Change when I was doing raid videos, and Gribbles, just because I do the Gribbles so much, I have a button that I can push that'll do all the words for it, and I don't have to worry about it. And then Divine Perfector's Unity. This is the it does all the, click it real quick. It does all the stuff. It does all the Paladin self buffs: Ardent Fury, Armor of Horrible Spirit, Remorse of the Fallen, Silent Piety, and it just each rank it goes up. So I get every 5 levels. I think there's one, and so it just saves me from having to click all those buffs. There's other buffs I could click, but it kind of takes care of most of them. All right, that is, I think, everything. Except AAs. We're gonna get to AAs. Let's see here. Let's start with mercenary AAs, since I haven't covered these yet, and we're gonna cover all the AAs. So I use a healer merc on the tank, mostly because I want it to stay with me. If I run off, it'll be with me. I can actually train that right now because because I just leveled up to 105 and didn't do it. But for the healer mercenary, you want to take healing acumen, and you want to take spell resistance up to 5. And then I also pick up improved melee defense, which makes her a little bit tankier. And that works pretty well. So if you look here, like, so we're at spell resistance 5 right now. To get the next one, we need spell resistance 15. So we need to start putting points into that. I have 31 Merc AA points. So, you know, I would want to do that. This melee defense looks like I could probably pick up that level right now. And then it's maxed out until 106. So we go ahead and grab all these ranks here up to 15. I don't want to go. I think eventually I need to max it out, but I don't want to waste any points I don't need to. So there we go. It's just a requirement for us to get the next rank of healing acumen when it comes time to it. Let's see here. I wanted to talk about this. So at 105, we picked up a lot of AAs related to the focus tab here. And if you look at these, like, they're just passive abilities that increase the spells that we use, right? So a dominish right here, right? So increases the base damage and the healing of your spell by 8%, right? So just, you know, something to kind of look out for. Like all these are just like different things. Crusher Povar, your Crusher Povar spells. So here's my Crusher Povar, increases the damage by 8%. Like these are really critical. And you notice they cost 100 AAs each, but we got a lot of them auto granted, right? And then we picked up Knight's Synergy, right? So the passive grants your ability of your repel combat abilities a 100% chance to do Knight's Synergy on all group members within 60 feet. So Knight's Synergy absorb 55. Oh my god, I can't even talk. 5,000 total damage from 5 direct spells or melee hits. So if I hit repel right now, so there we go, I get Knight's Synergy 100% of the time, which gives me a 5,000 absorb, right? Now if I go over to my enchanter, she gets it too. So she also got Preserver Synergy from whatever that is. We'll cover that in the Druid video. But everybody in the group gets that for 5 hits, 5,000 total damage. So it's not a whole lot, but it adds up because I hit repel on cooldown, right? So it's pretty nice. And then the next rank does 6,000. So that just keeps going up and up. And that's 200 AA. Hopefully that one gets auto granted because that's expensive. Let's see here. Some of these other ones are pretty good, like Steely Stance Extended. This makes our Staunch Stance last longer. So we can pretty much keep 100% uptime on that if we put the effort into it. What is this one? This passive ability increases the duration of your withstand line by 6 seconds. So pretty much, what is this? Yeah, so this is our repel line. Okay. And all the other ones, I guess, that withstand blow. I don't remember that one at all. Thwart. Yeah. But it gives us, you know, longer duration on these. So these are very important little tidbits here in this tab that, you know, shouldn't be overlooked. Everything else is auto-granted, and I'm not going to cover AAs that are not auto-granted. I just want to kind of point out these focus abilities and kind of, there's some synergies here that I may not be mentioning. That just, there's, you know, it's just the thing that happens, right? These all increase the damage, but this one here gives us a new ability when we do something. So things like that, like improved demand for honor. It goes from just a taunt to a slow against undead, right? So that one keeps going for a little while till I don't even know when. It's gonna cost us thousands of AAs to max all this out, but Like here, this wave of grief, this will increase the healing of our spell by 8%. Right? Concentrate and concentration, increase the damage. Increase the damage, increase the healing. Lots of focus, just something really to focus on. All right, I think that is everything I wanted to cover for the Paladin. I'm trying to think real quick. Gear-wise, I think I was in with gear. So at 105, you have some options, right? You can do the Darkened Sea for armor, which you'll get this Castaway armor. You can do the Broken Mirror, and you can get this Crypt Hunter armor. And you can do Empires of Kunark and get that armor. I haven't gone to Empires of Kunark yet. I'm actually missing all the spells from Empires of Kunark because I didn't go buy them yet, but the Empire Kunark armor would be the best armor, I believe. I think it's better than the next tier of this. This is the level 100 tier. There is one more tier above it, which should make it, I think it's like 3,000 hit points at that point per piece, and then the Castaway armor is about 2,900-ish, maybe a little less because I do have an AUG in here, so whatever that takes it down to. And plus the power source, giving it some bonuses on there. But there is, I think, 3 tiers of this Darkened Sea stuff. And you can buy a lot of it from the vendor using the currency from the missions. We're going to do a few of those missions. I think I plan to do a mission after I finish these. Because I don't think we're ready to go to Empires of Kunark yet. We probably could, but I'm just not feeling that yet. But yeah, so armor should be there. You're gonna want to get whatever, you know, weapons and stuff you can get in that expansion. This is everything I'm wearing is from Marks of Valor from the Gribble missions. Like I've done so many Gribbles. I got 4,000 on me right now, so it's kind of crazy. And then the not Darkened Sea, the Crypt Hunter stuff. This is the dropped item. But you use the Remnants of Tranquility to buy these AUGs, but you can sell these AUGs back. They're like 1,000 each, I think, right now at this level. The lower ones are cheaper, but you can sell them back to the vendor to get some currency back, but not 100%. So that's one place to get some gear. And yeah, I think that's everything. This long-winded game crashed midway, so you know, it is what it is. But there we go. Hopefully we get to the 110 update for the Paladin soon. And we can kind of cover like armor and stuff like that a little bit more detail. Plus maybe some, you know, the AAs that you should buy. Right now with Auto Grant, I don't cover any of those because you just get them all. And I would hope that you have a gold account on your tank if you're doing free to play. It works on maybe the casters and stuff, but there's so many A's the tanks need, plus the use of prestige things that I can't help you that much if you can't equip certain things. So there we go. Thank you very much for watching, and please have a fantastic day.